Hello friends, today I'm walking the old walking paths here in Longmont, Colorado, my beloved town, and I smell like Allure, Homme, Sport by Chanel. I'm gonna tell you all about what I think about it. Allure, Homme, Sport, which sounds much sexier coming out of the mouth of my friend Jeremy Fragrance. If you look him up on YouTube, you will find he's a beautiful and charming, powerful German man, and he reviews fragrances. And matter of fact, I heard about this fragrance from him, and I think at one point it may have been one of his favorite fragrances. Allure Homme Sport is quickly becoming one of my favorites as well. Now that I said his name, I feel like I have some responsibility to give you a little bit of an introductory course to Jeremy Fragrance. He's a super interesting guy. When I first started getting interested in the art form of designer fragrance, it was because I realized designers were communicating artful messages through fragrance. That was a really new idea to me, and I realized there was a whole art form there that I was not really seeing, and certainly not interacting with. So I needed to start collecting information about it. So I started Googling and found on YouTube, of course, Jeremy Fragrance. He's YouTube's #1 fragrance reviewer, and he's an incredible source of information. I found it to be very inspiring. I've watched all his videos at this point, and continue to do so. He's on YouTube. I suggest checking him out. He knows way more about this stuff than I do. I'm just passionate because I'm interested. But I'm interested in all kinds of stuff. He's pretty much obsessed solely in fragrance world. Good for him. So I've even contacted him a little bit. He's a great guy, and if you are interested in more fragrance reviews, that's the guy I would send you to. He really is a huge source of information. So he turned me on to Allure Homme Sport by Chanel, and today I'm really glad he did, because I smell beautiful. I smell beautiful. I smell like a beautiful angel fart, you know? Or like, princess sweat. Or, like unicorn jizz. Maybe none of those. Maybe none of those. But I certainly smell good, and I can thank Jeremy Fragrance for it. Thank you, Jeremy, if you're watching this. He says, in his accent, of course, which is a delightful accent, Allure Homme Sport. He makes it sound so fucking cool. I'm afraid I just can't get it there, with my kind of middle America southern drawl. I'm not sure. To me, when I say it, it sounds more like, "Have you ever tried that Allure Homme Sport?" That's how it sounds when I say it. I feel like an idiot trying to pronounce these names and design houses sometimes. But that's good. It's humbling, Keeps me in my place. So I think when Jeremy was really pushing this fragrance, he was putting on so much of it. I don't know. When I see him in the videos, he's doing it on both sides of the neck and in the hair, and it's like doing 8 sprays of this stuff. I don't know, maybe it's like different on him, but for me, a couple quick sprays seems like plenty, I've been getting compliments all day on it, which is wonderful. Ladies seem to think it smells fresh and sexy and approachable. I tend to agree. The vibe of this fragrance is very citrusy and plenty of vanilla and some musk and vetiver. Vetiver is a fragrant bunch grass. And matter of fact, just yesterday I was wearing Tom Ford's Gray Vetiver parfum, and it's very powerful fragrance. Vetiver is a very strange, almost kind of like pungent kind of a smell, almost like a sour hay kind of a vibe, is what I think. And it's featured not crazy prominently in this fragrance. It's definitely outmatched by the vanilla and even some aquatic notes. I would call them sea notes more than aquatic notes. When I think of aquatic, I think maybe like kind of a pool vibe. This does not have that. It has kind of the saltiness of kind of the ocean, or I don't know, maybe even a little bit of, yeah, salty kind of seawater thing happening in the background. Definitely the star of this fragrance is the vanilla and the vetiver and the musk and the citrus. Those are the probably most important notes happening here. If I were to score this fragrance, it's a total 8 out of 10, maybe even 8.5. I think it's mostly for warm weather like today, you know. I don't think it'd really be punchy enough to get through in the wintertime. And there's so many better options in the wintertime. Very good. They're very, very, very positive smell, man. That's keeping me going today. So on a gorgeous day like this, if you're above 60 degrees and want to wear yourself a sexy little jacket or whatever for the day, Allure, Homme, Sport by Chanel. 8.5. Final score, 8.5. Very solid. Very beautiful. Some men might think it's a little too pretty. But you know, man, I'm in it for the beauty. I'm all about leaning into the beauty of it. I don't want to smell like shower gel or whatever. I want to smell like something purposeful and beautiful. Nobody is going to think that you naturally smell this way. Some of these fragrances you put on and they smell sort of naturally occurring. You know what I mean? They smell like maybe it's just how this dude smells. But with this stuff, you know, whoever's sniffing you, they'll know you have a fragrance on. And that's not a bad thing, of course, but nobody's going to think you naturally smell like this. If you did, you would be the coolest person ever. If you sweated Allure Homme Sport, you would be doing very well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this different format for a video. I needed to get out of the house today, but I still wanted to knock out some work. So I hope that this has been okay. I hope that the camera shaking around as I walk has not been too terribly distracting. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my content in a timely fashion. Thank you very much for watching.